Hi, my name is Larry Donahue, and I've been a corporate attorney, IP lawyer, and business lawyer for the past 30 years. Quickly, I get a lot of questions about pass-through entities, a lot of confusion. People talk about, well, I'm going to tax it as an LLC. That's a meaningless statement. I want a pass-through entity. I don't want a pass-through entity. What does all of that mean? Let me explain briefly. Corporations, whether professional entities or regular corporations, have two types of tax possibilities. LLCs have four types of tax possibilities. The corporations and LLCs kind of line up because we have C-Corp or S-Corp. Both LLCs and corporations can do those. But LLCs have two other types of tax treatments: partnerships or disregarded entities. So when we say a pass-through entity, we are talking about disregarded, partnerships, or S-Corps. So what that means is the profits and losses flow through the company to the owners. That's what a pass-through entity means. A C corporation doesn't have that. The company is taxed by itself, and then if it wants, it can issue dividends to its shareholders according to whatever classes happen to be set up. So that means it's not a pass-through entity. The other types, disregarded, partnership, S-Corps, are pass-through entities. So let's talk about that a little bit more. What does that mean? So if you have a disregarded entity and it makes money, that money is reported on your personal income taxes, your Schedule C, for federal tax purposes. That's what that means. It just means the income is being reported on your personal income taxes. So let's talk about an S-Corp or a partnership. What does that mean? Well, when the company, it has to do its taxes. Depending on the state, it's going to have to submit forms, and it will have to submit a form with the federal government, but it's a pass-through entity. It generates K-1s, and those K-1s then report the profit or losses that get attributed to the various owners. So if you own a company and it's issuing K-1s, you have either an S-Corp or a partnership. That's what pass-through means. That's all it is. Nothing more than that. So I get a lot of questions saying, oh, well, I want to form an entity in Delaware because there's no corporate income tax. And it's like, true, but that, and then I'm like waiting. And what else are you going to give me here? And they don't give me anything. The next question needs to be, what is the tax status of the entity? If it's a C-Corp, then yes, Delaware and Wyoming are great states. But if it's a pass-through entity, disregarded, S-Corp, or partnership, all the profits and losses are going to flow through to you personally anyway. So it doesn't matter if you're in Delaware or